all able to see this. Home. So, fun fact, I cleared out your entire schedule, and we're gonna be eating ramen today.
What?
Yeah. So, today, at Camp at Home, we're gonna be trying 3 different ramen at 3 different making points to see which one is most worth it at its price.
Are we going?
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
This ramen experience is going to be a nice humble location, and let's see who we have helping us out to make our from your care ramen. So here, let's take a look. Oh, Jung David, are you going to be walking us through?
Welcome to our first stop. Today I'll be making the classic mili migoy. So it's a very simple process, alright? You just read the directions and go for it. Exactly, go for it. So you boil the water, and then you just fill the line. Now, if you don't have a Keurig, you can use a kettle.
Wait, Jung David, but what if I'm in like an Aonyi and an Tiunyi, and I might not know how to boil water
Oh,
yet?
of course. That means you always have to ask your parents to help you.
Do you need your parents to help you?
Maybe, alright. And then you just let go. You know, this is a very simple time. Just relax. And then you know, while we're doing this, you know what you guys could do? You guys send a picture of your own ramen to the text number.
Yes, right here. So show us how you want to like to make your ramen for Camp at Home, and we'll be able to make sure that we can take a look and share some of your progress updates. So text your number to the number, text your photo of your ramen to the number here on the screen to earn some points for your doi for our last part of Camp at Home.
Ah, perfect. You know what? And then after you put some water in here, it says, hang on, close lid, and let it stand for 3 minutes. So, quick tip. What I like to do is take whatever you're eating it with and just put it on. Then you can set it and forget it for 3 minutes.
Ah, nice. So, Jung David, when do we normally eat ramen at camp?
Oh, usually on the last day or at night, you know?
Ah, wait, yeah. So, what's your favorite ramen eating memory from your camp experiences?
Oh, my favorite thing is just watching all the parents helping us out with their big pot of boiling water and pouring into these tiny cups. I think it's always so funny to watch.
Oh my goodness. And what's your favorite ramen flavor? I know we've had a couple of different ramen flavors throughout the years at camp.
I need more water. I have to say the lime and shrimp, the spicy one, that one's really good.
Ooh, okay. That one's a good flavor. So, oh, and it looks like you're adding more water. So yeah, it's always a good learning process, right? Because you want to make sure you can make the adjustments to get your water to the right spot.
Yeah, perfect.
All right.
All right, and then I'll see you guys in 3 minutes.
All right. So thanks, Jung David. As we're waiting for his ramen, why don't we continue along for our next stop? All right. And for our next stop, we will be here with Jung, Vicky, who will be showing us how she likes to make her ramen.
Okay, so hi Kayan, if you had joined us yesterday and you caught our dinner segment, let me just cancel this timer real quick. You'll notice that I had used curry, and so curry will also be my theme for today. So if you come over here, Jung David, I've already pre-made my curry, so I just used a little curry packet and I added some real milk, not oat milk this time, real milk, and I just boiled it up so it's nice and thick and very creamy. And I am going to make my ramen. So you gotta make sure you open this, make sure that you have your, I don't know how to open this. Usually I do it with like a fork, but I have a knife right here, so please be careful. Okay. And if you can't get it, it's okay to ask for help. Okay, make sure you have adult supervision when you are making food at all times, because fire is dangerous, you guys. Can you throw us away? Thank you, Jung David. So I'm going to take the easy way out. We're going to use some, I like to use this, I'm going to turn this off because water scares me in the morning, very early. So we're just gonna follow the instructions. Take the hot water. Make sure you be careful, okay? So the thing is that I just like to fill it up, and you don't even do the full 3 minutes because we're gonna cook it in our our curry too. So I let this sit on the side. Take a pair of chopsticks, whatever you want. Fun fact, I don't know how to use like these big chopsticks that are like considered adult size. I use the small ones. They're like, you know, not as big because my hands are small and I don't know how to use anything else. Is anyone else like that? Does anyone else use like the small chopsticks? Or are you guys like real adults and you guys use the big ones? I don't know. Has anyone sent in pictures of their ramen? Anyway, I'm gonna make my egg. Okay, well, so while I wait for that, I'm going to get some oil. I like to use the avocado oil. Okay, turn this guy on. Make sure you turn on your fan so it doesn't do the, you know, the hoot hoot. Okay, anyway, got some oil. And I pre-gotten an egg out. Fun fact, I also am not really good at eggs making. I also really don't like eggs that much. But I'll do it just for you guys. Get a spoon. Dinosaur spoon. Wait for this to heat up a little bit. We have a lot of fun facts with us, huh? Does anyone else like to share fun facts themselves? Ooh. There we
Did
go.
you know that platypuses are the only mammals to lay eggs?
Ooh. Do people eat platypus eggs?
No.
Ah. What do you think? Alright, I'm gonna throw this away. My mom's supervising me in the kitchen right now because it's dangerous, okay? I always need constant adult supervision. Ah, we're out of one, so that's okay. I'll get these little dish soaps. Check out my egg. Ooh, scary. Let's do a little bit of water. So, what is the difference between a sunny side up egg and an over easy egg? Does anyone know? Like, what kind of egg should I make? I don't really know the difference. I know they just have like a runny yolk. But I don't really eat eggs that much, so I don't really know. Can anyone tell me? Discord fam? You're on the Discord?
Are you muted? No.
Oh yeah, I am muted.
You're hilarious. You're actually hilarious.
Hilarious. I am muted. You're right. Absolutely. Thanks so much. I don't know if your eyes are also watching the stream, but like, I don't really know what difference is. Alright, this edge looks done, right? What do you think? Eh, good enough.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah,
sure.
looks done. I gotta check my noodles.
And now you want to check if the egg's done?
Yeah, noodles look good. Okay, time to start plating. What bowl should I use? I'll bring out the fancy bowl for you guys. Wow, ceramic. Heavy, scary.
No, I'm not. Unfair advantage. Alright. Mine's sitting up for like 20 minutes.
So, I know we made our noodles. I am not gonna save the noodle water. I'm actually going to pour it out. Please be careful, it's hot, okay? Please be careful. you want to save a little noodle water, it's totally fine. And I'll just pour it right on there. Oh, I thought there'd be more vegetables in here, but there's not. Okay, so this is done. I did not save any noodle water. That's also okay. Okay. And I'm gonna take that curry liquid that I had made. We're just gonna pour it carefully, pour it over our noodles. Make sure you guys are careful. If you are not careful, you may burn yourself. So make sure you always have adult supervision, okay? So like I said, this is just a little bit of the curry mix with milk. So it makes it a little nice and creamy. And then, I'm gonna put this in the sink actually. Easy cleanup for later, you know? Always good to clean up and as you cook. So, this is a little yellow for me. Like, I don't really like, I wish there was more color. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to throw in my egg. Careful, careful. This is also hot. Must be careful. It's scary. Ooh, gotta do it so I don't break the egg. Does anyone else use like an avocado spray on theirs? Or do you guys just do the straight up oil? Alright. Ah! Okay, and then I pre-cut some, I usually will do like spring onions on this, but I don't really have any because I just don't know, I don't have any. So I cut some salad and some peppers, and it's again just for some color. That's it. I'll bring it out for you all to see.
All right, and as we go from Toon Vicky, we will now move to our final stop of our camp at home ramen experience. And Toon David, who is that going to be with?
Oh, I don't know. Let's go there.
Look. Look at this kind of stuff I am.
Oh, hello. Welcome to my kitchen, guys. I modeled it after a very great Win Toon's other kitchen, and we'll also be cooking some ramen for you today. So what I'm going to be doing is, of course, you all have your ramen packets. One of my favorite things, as you heard yesterday, if you tuned into our cooking challenge, is that I am very bad at wasting food. So I don't like to waste food. So my favorite part of camp and our meals is always the leftovers and seeing what creative things we can do with that. So that's my inspiration again for my for my ramen. So right here, I've opened up my ramen. I have a pot of boiling water. And just to get the full camp at home experience, I'm going to take a ladle and scoop boiling water into my ramen.
Alright,
So-
$5 he burns himself.
So normally, we have our parents. We have parents there to help us with this process because it can be very precarious. But don't worry, I am a fully trained Win Toon, and I am able to scoop boiling water a-okay. All right.
I'm also fully trained too.
Yeah. So one of the other things I like to do is we want to make use. We're boiling a pot of water. So what I normally do is I also like to take an egg, and I'll go ahead and wait for the water to boil, and I'll gently lower my my egg into the pot, so that way I can get a nice soft boiled egg for my meal. Usually I'll keep it in here while it's boiling, and then I'll set a timer for about 7 minutes in order to then get the perfect egg. And while we're waiting for that, why don't we also prepare some of our other things for today. Alright, so I know yesterday we had some breakfasty items that we used, and I want to make sure that we can make full use of this. So I have some bacon, to have some nice protein. Let's take a little bit of the sausage as well. And we have here some nice peppers that Toon Vicky had. So why don't we go ahead and use all of this for part of our spread for our ramen, right? All Alright, so I'm just gonna nice cut this so that we get some nice small bite-sized pieces inside our ramen. Alright. And let's see. See, so usually for me, breakfast is also one of my favorite meals of the day. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like breakfast and brunch just have so many great like flavor combinations. You get like the saltiness, the sweet. Like I can eat eggs and sausages and also have some pancakes. So I think it's just a nice balance of all the flavors. So that's why I like to have like breakfast as my most important meal of the day. All right, and remember, if you're following along at home, make sure you show us how you're cooking your ramen. We have our text number here. So even if you make it just like David did in his very simple way with your parents' help, you can feel free to do that. Or even if you're jazzing it up a little bit, we'd like to see how you're making your ramen special and making it your own. All right. And so we got this. All right. So we have this going right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn on this pan. We're gonna add. I'm not as fancy as Vicky. I like to cook with olive oil, so I'll add a little bit of olive oil into here. Actually, maybe I'll add a little bit more. We're gonna try something. All right, a little bit of olive oil.
So Jungjo, do you do this every time you have to make ramen?
No, not every time. This is only when I'm feeling like I want to be a little bit fancy with how I make my ramen. And it also depends on like what I have in my pantry. So like if I have some like leftover stuff, I'll end up using that. Just because that way I'll know it gets eaten and that it doesn't go to waste. Like I'm like very much a cook who, when I'm in the kitchen, like I'm really bad at knowing what recipes I want to make, but I like just opening up cabinets and drawers and seeing what we have, and then going, I'm inspired. Let's make this today.
I don't know if you saw my mom's face at Am, but she's just like, woo, man, that's done.
So the other thing we're gonna do is I also have some of these leftover tortillas, right? So just like Timmy showed us yesterday, I'm gonna do this one. We can actually do up some of these tortillas to eat with our ramen as well. So as you can see, I'm going for something a little bit different from how we would normally do this.
Are you gonna keep your cup noodle water, Jungjo?
My cup noodle water.
You missed it. It's a 5 out of 5 this time.
All right.
You want me to drain this for you?
Oh, no.
No, you're good?
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry.
Oh, he did that already.
Yeah.
It's been some time.
All right, so we're gonna heat up
Yes, that was
this
fine.
one on the stove.
Do not worry, and Jungjo also has adult supervision.
Yeah, my mom's watching you.
Yeah, my mom's
Yeah.
watching him.
And she's watching with a lot of approval right now as well.
She's watching with a lot of fear in
Yeah.
her eyes.
All right, so we're gonna take this cup of water. So I'm also taking it out, but I want to save some of this. All right.
Scary. So scary.
All right, get some of that. And then I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna actually add my ramen right into here. And we got a nice char on that.
As we watch Jungjo cook, make sure you can, if you are feeling fancy or if you're just feeling,
Yeah.
simple and inspired, text
Yeah.
your picture of your ramen into us. Or if you haven't done so already, put it on the Discord. We love to see all these pictures that you have.
Yeah, add a little bit of Parmesan cheese to my ramen here as well. And we are almost all set.
Thank
to
you,
go.
PJ Flip Studio. Over easy is flipped and sunny side isn't. But how do you flip it so that your egg does not break? Can you show us?
Okay, good.
Wow. That is a good question. Alright, so this is done. So I'm going to pour that out into here. So you guys can also see I like doing a lot of stir fries and a lot of misaos. That's this ends up being a lot of what I've made. Do that. Turn off this. We got our last tortilla there. I'm gonna take my egg. So this is one that I boiled a little bit earlier. I already peeled it, and then let's go ahead and get this nice cross section right here. Look at that nice gooey yolk. See, that's why I like soft boiling my eggs. That, and then
You broke it.
Nope.
Be careful.
So we're gonna add some of these tortillas right here, right? And then, of course, what I've learned from the great recommendations from the other Wintuungs and from all of our teams on the Discord, cucumbers are an essential part of any camp dish. They add some nice texture. So we'll go ahead and add some cucumber.
I'm gonna
this.
remember this for
then-
when we do camp at home or camp in person.
Little,
I'm gonna make everyone eat
little
cucumbers.
bit of sesame oil
Um,
here. And I don't know about you guys, I like my food a little bit spicy. So we'll go ahead and add some red pepper flakes here as well. Alright. And one other thing, I feel like I can never
Yes, Reynolds, it is a pasta with sides.
Yeah, no, yeah, maybe. Just add a little bit of
We're making
soy
it fancy.
little bit of soy sauce there. There we go. All right. So now, why don't we go ahead and go up to our table and share all of our dishes. So very importantly, as always, before you eat, you're gonna make we have to not just take pictures of our food,
Camera eats
But-
first.
but we will be saying our kin Yuki Ang as well. So, Jung, Vicky, once we are ready, we will go ahead and say kin Yuki Ang and try our dishes.
okay.
All right. So, Anh cha và con và thánh thần. Amen. Nguyện xin Chúa cả mở tay chung phúc cho chúng con dựng nên các thực phẩm này. Lên cha và con và thánh thần. Amen. All right. So, David, why don't you kick us off and go ahead and try your ramen?
It's so mold.
Soggy. It's a little soggy.
You know, I made this like 30 minutes ago. I never had me go to settle for 30 minutes.
So,
Has it been that long?
that's one of the important things for camp and why we gotta be nyanya and you gotta just make sure that you eat your food right away. You don't want to leave your noodles for too long or else they will get soggy.
They're all dried
So
up.
sorry about that, June David. Here, if you want, you can have some of my broth
Oh
to go along with it. I'll go ahead and do here. So one of my nice bites. Got some pasta. You guys watch iCarly? You've had spaghetti tacos. That was another inspiration for me. This is my ramen tacos. And of course, let's do a bit of this egg.
Wow.
Welcome to our mukbang.
I got here a spoon for you, sir.
Oh, thank you. All right. So,
Do you dip it or you use it?
no, I was thinking about that.
Spaghetti. You just
Yeah.
mentioned that. All right, and everyone at home, how would you rate everybody? Give us a score, 1 out of 10. Wow, they gave you a 9.8.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, feel
fancy.
free. Drop it in the chat. Drop it in the Discord comments. Make sure you text us your photo of how you've made your ramen. It doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be
be
this
right now.
fancy.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be this fancy, but we would love to see what you guys made. And as always, make sure you get some breakfast. We'll be starting our jiaoge in a little bit. So we'll be changing into uniforms after finishing up our food here. So we'll see you in a bit. So thank you all, and we'll be signing off.
Okay.